everybody, it's Michael, and today I was rewatching Ellen Page's coming out speech because it makes me cry every time and I love it. And I was thinking about the fact that every single time a celebrity comes out, there are straight people who ask the same questions. Why does it even matter? Why do they have to come out? I already knew. Why does she have to tell me? Blah, 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 blah. It really, really does matter when celebrities come out. So I wanted to discuss, as always, 10 reasons why it really matters when celebrities come out of the closet. Reason number 1 is real life representation. There are sometimes gay people in television shows, and usually they fit very unhelpful stereotypes, and usually they're either a gay man attracted only to men or a lesbian. Very rarely are they bisexual or pansexual. Often their sexuality is a punchline. Rarely are they represented as people who have families, who get married, who have children. Real life representation of real gay people within the real spectrum of sexuality, who don't look like all of the stereotypes, who are just being themselves, are so important. Reason number 2 is solidarity. The more people who come out, the safer it is for non-celebrities to come out. You know, the Ellen Page's speech was one of the key factors in my beginning to call myself a pansexual instead of just not calling myself anything, and that label actually means a lot to me, especially for somebody who is in an opposite sex relationship and has been for my entire life. People always assume I'm straight and I never corrected them, and it never quite felt right. Reason number 3 is because it is important. As much as straight people want to think that the world is the same for everybody, it's really not. And when you come out as gay, your career, your job, your friendships, and your family life really are affected, and that's unfortunate, and maybe one day that won't be the case, but right now it is. For example, when Zachary Quinto, who played Spock in Star Trek, came out as gay, all of a sudden thousands of people were asking how it was that they could believe him a heterosexual love interest when in the first movie they had no problem seeing him as a heterosexual love interest because they just assumed he was straight. Reason number 4 is just inspiration. The more times a teenager or a preteen or an adult sees people come out as gay, the more real it becomes to them that maybe that's a choice that they can make for their life too. And that is always a positive option. Reason number 5. It is normal to not be straight, but it's really hard to see that if nobody comes out. If nobody ever talks about being gay, then everybody just assumes that everybody is straight, and everybody who's not feels alone. Reason number 6. When you're straight and you say something about your opposite sex partner, nobody blinks an eye. Nobody cares because they assumed you were straight. When you're gay and you say something about your same-sex partner, or when you've been dating an opposite-sex partner and then suddenly you start dating a same-sex partner, people have questions, they want to put you in a different box, they want to label you differently, they're confused. There's like, oh, I didn't know that you were that way. Like if I mention something about finding a woman attractive, it's, oh, I didn't know that you weren't straight, because everybody just thinks everybody's straight. And that's a problem. Because then every single time you meet someone new, you have to come out, which is not fun. Reason number 7 is that it will keep mattering until the response to mentioning a same-sex partner or same-sex crush is exactly the same as exactly the same as the response to mentioning an opposite-sex partner or an opposite-sex crush. Reason number 8. The more people who come out, the more celebrities who come out, the harder it will be for directors and casting directors to not cast gay celebrities. Reason number 9, homophobia. A lot of people who are homophobic don't actually understand how gayness works. They believe in stereotypes, they believe in ridiculous myths. They think everyone who's pansexual or bi is inherently promiscuous. They think everybody who's a gay male can't have meaningful relationships. They think that everybody who's a lesbian wants to make out in front of guys to turn them on. They don't understand. And the more people who come out, the more obvious it will be that those stereotypes do not represent the gay world. Those stereotypes are not actually representative of who the LGBT community is. Reason number 10 why it matters when celebrities come out is because it matters to the celebrity coming out. Because it matters to them to not have people assume that they're straight. Because it matters to them to not have people look at them shocked when they meet their same-sex partner. Because it matters to them, and that is enough. I know I'm not the only person who's had this experience. So please tell me about yours below. I would love to hear them. And have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, or night.